Well, hello everyone. Welcome to this kind of like panel-y thingy that doesn't seem to have much of a main topic or a moderator. I'm Tom. I always have to presume that people don't know who I am because like I've been in panels where I've just been there like, oh, well, this seems curious, and then the whole people talked, and it's like halfway through you figure out what they actually do. So my name's Tom. I am a YouTuber, which is a real job, and I make videos that hopefully make people laugh on the channel TomSKA. Although I also have other names for my channel that redirect, namely Tom and Fuck. Yes, I have youtube.com/fuck, thank you. Which was something I wanted as a joke, but it became like permanent, and now if you click a link to my channel, it redirects to Fuck. Sorry, Mum. With me is Matt, my co-star in a web series that I produce called Eddsworld, which is animated and good time and funded by people like you, maybe someone even in this room, I don't know. Yes, and he also has his own YouTube channel, which is... I always get his channel name wrong, it's WallyCube, right? Your branding is Matt Lobster.
Yeah, but it's /Matt.
Okay, he has /Matt. See? That's great.
I'm trying to kill WallyCube. I don't like them.
He's trying to kill himself. Everyone give him an aw. I can do that. Right, so, I mean, yeah, this kind of the whole shebang is question stuff. I really wanted to be able to play a video. I'll tell you a quick story. I had a video like all done a couple months ago to promote an unnamed game which was coming out, and it was all great. I loved the video. It was a lot of fun, and then it just got banned. The video got banned by the company that hired me. So I can't legally show it to anyone. I was going to like try and sneak it in here, but the Wi-Fi here wasn't good enough to download a 1 GB video.
Or even mention anything about
I can't mention the name of the video, the company, it's dire. But so I'm sorry about that. But like hopefully people can ask like the coolest, bestest questions and get the best out of us. So yeah. Off the bat, does anyone have any questions? Well, thank God. All right, let's go with you, sir.
All right, okay. This doesn't have to do anything.
Okay.
Right, if you had to choose between having to eat nothing but fruit for the rest of your entire life, or being sexually attracted to fruit, which would you pick?
Being sexually attracted to fruit, like that sounds fine.
No.
Like I mean, like if it's only sexually attracted to fruit, then that's going to be a problem. But if it's just like, that was a good apple. I wish I'd had sex with it, and now I'm going to go live my life. That would be, fine.
Actually, that's an interesting point to draw the line. So
It has to be fun.
Oh well.
Life is for life.
I mean, yeah, I'm fine with it for life.
if you're sexually attracted to it, would you be able to eat it though?
I mean, probably.
I mean, I don't think many people during a blowjob think, I know, I'll bite and swallow.
Ladies. You, sir, there. You had your hand up, or was it the exact same question?
Yeah, it's the exact same question.
Oh, well.
I was going to say, you make animations and short films on your channel. Which one would you say you find harder to make, and which one would you say you enjoy doing more?
Okay, out of the animations and live action stuff I produce. Also, by the way, just guys, so feel free to ask any questions for Matt as well, or questions for both, otherwise he's going to get very sad. And like, he will just...
I'm fine. I've got my iPhone.
So yeah, out of the animations and live action things, which is the harder and which is more fun. I think it's a lot more fun to make live action stuff. It's harder as well, but it's awesome because like it depends what the video is. But if it's a video where you're shooting invisible cats that are added in post, it can be a weird experience. Just where they're not even real guns, so it's strange. But yeah, I think it's way more fun to do live action. I mean, animation is sillier, and people like that more, but it's not as crazy fun to make, because it's just a lot of waiting for people to finish working on things. More questions. More. You, sir.
Our guest, whose name is Legend. What is best in life?
What is best in life?
Crush your enemies.
Crushing your enemies. Thank you.
So.
No, actually, that's pretty good. Right? That's an all-around good like metaphor. Just I think everything we do in life is just to show up that one teacher or that one bully that we had in school. So I think that's kind of important. Is just proving other people wrong.
5 points for anyone that got his reference.
5 points. we presume. I mean, I can put my hand up too. Don't
Liar.
prove anything. Things, questions, thoughts.
I thought you liked funny.
Oh, arm at the back, not attached to a person, maybe.
Question
Oh, no.
for you, what got you into making videos and stuff?
Okay, so what got me into making content was, sorry, I don't say videos, I say content because I'm brainwashed by corporate talk. YouTube, great. When your hobby becomes your job, that'll happen. When I was about 10 years old, I was over at a friend's house. If you were in that last panel, you'll hear about that friend. I found this video on this website called stupid.com because that's how the internet worked before like proper search engines. You just be like stupid.com. I got in trouble with my dad once because I just wrote twat.com. I wasn't looking for porn and I didn't find porn, but you know it was like a funny word. My dad was like, "Oh, you're a sick pervert." I was like, "I'm 10, Dad. I haven't even found my genitals yet." But yeah, so I saw this really stupid animation of this guy like on a skateboard, and he fell down. He rolled down a hill, then he fell over, and the skateboard hit him, and he laughed. And I was like, that's my life. I want to not fall off skateboards and laugh, but I want to do that forever. I want to make content for the internet. I never wanted to really make things for TV or film. I just wanted to do internet things, and it's just because I saw a stupid animation of a guy falling over. So that's a lesson there, is to never underestimate anything you do, because it may be the thing that starts someone else on a ridiculous journey. So even the stupidest, worst thing you've ever made will probably inspire someone good. Maybe to kill themselves, so if it's really bad, so just watch out for that. But hey, more things, thoughts, questions, things, yes.
If you couldn't do this, if you guys couldn't do it right now, what would you do?
Okay, cool. If we weren't doing this, what would we be doing now?
Not right now, but if
Well, not right this minute.
No.
Well, I think in general, like Matt, do you have a question? Because I have an answer, but an answer to the question, but I don't want to necessarily answer. Let me answer your question with a question.
Can I have the microphone?
Yes.
I just done.
I want it back.
I think I personally would like to be. I mean, if you ruling out like every kind of video format, you can't do anything to do with video. I would like to either own a cafe or be an architect.
Please elaborate.
Mainly, pardon?
You know, like a whip and a hat for you, John.
Yeah.
Whipping a hat.
Yeah.
I said architect.
Is it architect?
I would have a whip and a hat though. I'd go, those aren't cornices. No, I always like the idea of building things. I like being very hands-on. I'm trying to at the moment. I'm trying to build this really weird chair that it's like half of it is a dentist chair, and half of it is this kind of a Chesterfield top, but it had no legs, so I'm putting them two together.
The dentist's armchair.
Yeah, a dentist armchair. It's going to be the weirdest looking office chair I think anyone's ever had. It's so heavy. I think those kind of things I want to do online as well is just me making things. I might actually do that as like part of vlogs.
In this universe, the internet doesn't exist.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. So that's the kind of thing. I like to build things, so I probably would do something where it's the biggest form of building things. Architecture. I mean, who doesn't like Lego?
Drug dealer. And it isn't necessarily even by choice. It's just something I figured would probably happen because when I was young, when I was about 10 before I even got into making content, I had a really bad habit of, and by bad habit I mean great habit of buying loads of sweets and bringing them to school in a box that looked like it was a Warhammer box full of Warhammer, if you know what that is, which I hope you all do. But you open it up and it was just sweets, and I would sell them to all the kids in school. And I feel like the logical progression from that is hard drugs. So if I hadn't found content, I would be a dangerous man who made people just as happy.
You are a dangerous
It's just
man.
the content that I'd be giving them would probably kill them eventually. Maybe my stuff will. Maybe if once the 10th Aston movie comes out, it puts everyone's triggered. Yeah, it was actually maybe Aston movie's a big plan to just it's a code, and then you all just go mental when 10 comes out. Well, that'd be awesome.
It's like LSD.
Yes, it's the new hard drug. Yes.
This question comes to you live from Yorkshire.
Okay.
If you could only give one piece of advice and no more, what advice would you give to an aspiring writer and filmmaker?
Give up.
Not give up. No, yeah, I've done this like massive talk, which is like my 6 biggest tips. And it's really hard to pick out kind of the biggest one. I think one of my biggest pieces of advice is to learn from other people's mistakes, because making your own is way easy. But like, you know, if you want to write good stuff or make good stuff, you have to watch a lot of stuff, obviously, but not just good things. You can't just like watch good films and be like, okay, I'll take, like, this has cats in it, therefore you use cats, it's going to be good, or something like that. You have to watch all the bad things, and preferably maybe even watch more bad things. Yes, The Room is fantastic. I've met Tommy Wiseau, he's insane. But, like, not even endearingly so, he's just mad. Yeah. But, yeah, so, yeah, watch a lot of good stuff, a lot of bad stuff, and learn from that. Like, figure out why it's bad. Don't just go, it sucks. Figure out why it sucks. You know, you can have 2 videos with a cat in it, say, as an example, but, you know, one could have 10 million views, one could have not that.
It's finding out what the good thing about it is.
Yeah, finding out what the good thing is and what the bad thing is to then not do.
Yeah.
My second biggest tip is to have a good username just in anything in life, and the username test I have is the IRL test, which is if you're pitching a username to choose, say it to someone in real life, and if they can write it down the way it's spelled, it's a good username probably. If they can't, it's a terrible username. Run. Like, I mean, I still get people being like TomSKA, like as in like wound. No. But I'm quite happy with my username, but yeah.
You just say, fuck.
No numbers as well is a general rule for usernames. But Matt, do you have any tips other than give up?
Kind of what you said, pick the best part of a video, work out why it's good compared to something that is terrible. I mean, there's always going to be something good and something bad as well. So if you've done a bad video, there's always going to be like, well, the lighting was good, it set off well, the sound was bad, but you know what, the script was pretty solid. Never go back, but always learn from exactly what you're saying. Learn from your mistakes, and make sure you're enjoying what you're doing as well. If you're not enjoying it, then there's no point doing it.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Like, there's no point in living a life that you're not enjoying. And no, don't kill yourself. But you know, like if you ever find yourself in a situation where you just have a job, so you can pay for your life, you're paying for a life you're not enjoying. So find another job, do something else, please. By the way, in case anyone doesn't know who Matt is, if you watch my live action content, he is the guy who's always getting stabbed in the face. So scissors, knives, like snowflakes, it's all the same to Matt. He takes it in the face. More questions? The hand over there, yes.
Right. So, what is the video that spoke of you? Right. Out of all videos you made, which is the one you've enjoyed doing the most, and which is the one you've enjoyed doing the least?
So out of all the stuff we've made, what's the thing we enjoyed the most and least? Okay.
You go first.
Oh, you're thinking, aren't you? Damn, so am I though. You need to think.
Well, some of them are some of yours, so
I think the video I enjoyed making the most was probably Christmas Demolition, which is sadly my second to last video, even though it came out like 4 months ago. Yeah, that was a lot of fun because I got to beat up Santa for like 3 days straight and do some ridiculous things. But the worst video I've ever had to make was probably another action video, and that's just because it was a horrible, like, cold day to film it, and it wasn't enjoyable, and it was a very sad day, and everyone was miserable, and no one wanted to be there, and we were in a dark place, and I don't even want to really go into that in too much detail. What's a better way to say it's a bad video?
What?
It was way lame. Matt, do you have any?
Yeah,
Well, we've already talked about the other two, so the first one in that series, I guess, would be Salmon Shootout. That is both the worst and best video I've been involved in, I think. It was a lot of fun to make, but we started at, 5 o'clock in the evening, and finished at 8 a.m. 15-hour shoot, I think it was.
And you had like 2 shots. It was not the best organized thing I've ever made.
I am always the last person to get filmed in any Tom things, like Christmas Demolition. I needed like 2 camera angles maybe, and I was like the last thing of the day. I was a bit in a crappy mood, but you know what, it turned out great, so I can't complain that much.
Thank you, man. It's very nice of you. Subscribe to WallyQ. That'll happen every time you compliment me.
you look nice.
More WallyQ. Yes.
Well, out of all your movies, I don't know how you pronounce it, out of all the 6 that you've made so far, what's your
Ooh. Goodness. That's hard. Because you kind of get so tired of them after a while. Like, I love them all and I'm so familiar with them that it's hard to think. I mean, like, I think my favorite quote will always be one that hasn't come out yet, or it'll be the thing I'm working on right now because it's so fresh in my memory.
I get sick of it.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm quite fresh with my title, just because I realized recently that it's just the Elmo voice, which is great. So he's like, but then it's just like, Elmo, love you! And that was quite an upsetting realization.
You made Elmo explode.
I did, I blew up Elmo, as we all wish we could. Matt, do you have a least favorite quote from Master Movie?
Yeah, my least favorite is the one that I did. Oh wait, I didn't do one.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
The Art Trains music video, what was the localization for the can't find any class?
Sorry, you mean what was the type of train in the alley? Honestly, I don't know. It was steam train. Miscellaneous steam train, I'm afraid. But you could always ask the animator, Josh. I think his Twitter is @Zero. So once you figure out how to spell that, you can ask him what type of train. But I honestly cannot commit to anything. I mean, in all the t-shirts, it's just a tube train. But when he's always getting hit by like a tube train, a London Underground train, but for some reason in the iTrains music video, he's riding a steam engine. Because hey, why not? More... Shut up.
Engines are cool.
They are. They sound well good and things. And they're also really scary if they rocket past you. Exactly. So, more things, more questions, things that end in question marks. The clown.
What happened to Desmond leaving that?
Oh, he's come back for 7. He was going to be in Astro Movie 6, but I didn't put him in because I already done a bear joke. I had to rewrite Astro Movie 6 because there were 3 jokes for which the punchline was, and then he falls over. And I made it now there's 2 jokes where he falls over. Really solid writing. But you'll find out what happened to Desmond. I mean, how Desmond's doing in 7. More
How
questions.
did he get there?
Drunk Science. Yes, sir.
No, wait. Drunk Science is different.
Nope.
Over.
Well, it's still like a brown bear that they get. Like that's why
His
like
name's Jet.
that's different. It's a different bear. Like that's why I say.
Whoa!
No, that's why I say in that video we need to stop doing this because the idea is that every time I get drunk, I do science and then I put a bear somewhere.
Explain the joke. Now it's not funny.
Yeah, what? Shut up. Sorry, let's try that again.
Present company excluded. Who, apart from yourself and the others, who are your favourite YouTubers? Content creators, sorry.
Thank you. Brightanic are a sketch comedy duo. They are amazing in everything they do. Like basically when I'm writing a new comedy sketch, I'll go, which Brightanic video should I be inspired by this time? So that's BRITANICK. They are kind of like my biggest inspirations. But then you also got YouTubers like Horror Digital, and then of course there's all the people who make cartoons that are amazing, like Giga Raptor and all that. So, Matt, do you have any big inspirations? I won't tell people to subscribe to your channel if you just say me though.
Not you.
subscribe.
5 second films, and I know it sounds like that because I do short content, but it's actually because I spent time with them like last year. I hung around with those guys, and they are so motivated to do stuff. They're like, I've got an idea, great. And then I turned around, there was a cameraman there, sound, and everyone was ready to go. Albeit, the director had like a beer in his hand, but still. They're just always making great content, and I like some of the long form stuff they do.
Yeah, absolutely. 5 second films are another huge inspiration to me. There's like some very obvious 5 second films references in Aston Movie as well. So if you can ever spot them, you are clever.
Have you lost weight?
No. More questions.
How is it you managed to, what's it like networking with all these great animators on YouTube, like saw you working with Jason Steele and people like, do they just see your stuff and
I come to them because basically, so let's go back to 10 years ago when I was like, I want to do this forever. So first of all, I started trying to do animation until about 2006. So 6 years of trying to do animation, realizing that I really wasn't very good at it. And during that time, I was always looking up to these kind of people. And when it finally came time that I was popular and I could do things, I kind of just going off the list and just checking off all the people that inspired me, being like, I will get you for my thing now. Yay! And so Robert Benfo, who plays the voice of the Stegosaurus in Astro Movie 4, he was such a huge inspiration to me when I was like 12 years old, and I finally got him, and it was amazing, and yes, that was a lot of fun. So it's very exciting to work with people who you admire. Even if sometimes they totally hate my stuff though, and they work well with me, and that's great. But hey, that happens. Questions? Was there a question over here? Yes.
How do you deal, or how would you advise people deal with hating and media backlash?
So dealing with hate online, it's like, yeah, you see some really horrible situations where someone has had you'll get your turn. You will get your turn. You're squirming away.
I was crossing my leg.
Oh, okay. You just make a lot of noise about it. Like, did you pop something?
Yeah, but when my knees.
I'm sorry. But I'm on table mode. It's different to normal me. It's way crazier. But yeah. So sorry. Dealing with hate online is, first of all, you have to accept that it's going to happen, because even if it's bad, even if you're bad or if you're good, people are going to hate on you anyway. They're either going to be jealous or whatever. But like that whole thing when like all our parents have been like, oh, they're just bullying you because they're jealous. That's a lie. They're bullying you because they're mean or because you're bad. Like that's just a thing, and that's something you have to be prepared for and just accept that's going to happen. You have to accept that when you start out, you suck. You are terrible, and you'll get better and you'll learn from every mistake you or someone else makes. But you're never going to be fully satisfied with what you do, and that's okay. And people are going to point that out. People are going to point out every mistake you make. I mean, even the best filmmakers in the world still get bad reviews. Like I've seen situations where people have been like, oh, I had a YouTube account, I had like 3 videos, but then someone posted a mean comment, so I deleted my channel, and that just blows my mind. But it does happen, and it's horrible. So you kind of just have to be your own worst critic, but. Yeah, basically just being your own worst critic, but not to the extent that you stop making stuff, is a great start. So if you know everything that sucks about what you do, when someone else points it out, you're like, yeah, I'm working on it. But obviously don't reply, because that typically makes it a lot worse. And just accept that some people are just stupid and you should ignore them. So yeah, that's one thing you could do. More questions. Yes, again.
When do you guys feel most creative and get the best ideas? Drunk or?
I don't feel very creative when I'm drunk, and I really don't feel very creative at all when I'm consuming something like a video game or a film. That's why I never do any parodies. My sandwiches are pretty creative. I've had some, sandwichy epiphanies. But yeah, I actually, and I hate that this is true, but I feel I'm most inspired on trains. I do, if I'm on a train and I'm on my own, I will have most of my best ideas. Like pretty much every good joke and every good sketch idea has landed stuff in my head on public transport, trains, buses, even cycling. So yeah, that's where these ideas seem to come from. Matt, where do you feel the most creative? It's not actually why I like trains. The whole I like trains kid has a story. I'm thinking about doing an Astor movie wikia, wherein I just break down every little piece of information you never wanted to know about Astor movie. So the evolution of the I like trains kid was originally, well, first of all, he was originally voiced by my little cousin, who was actually a little boy, and I just found it way too annoying. But he was like, I like trains. I was like, oh, die. And then I killed him. And then my buddy Ed did it, and he delivered the line so badly that I loved it, and everyone else loved it too. It was just like, I like trains, and it was just perfect and amazing. But also the original line was, I like dinosaurs, and then dinosaurs came and ate all of his friends. That was the original version, and then I was like, trains. I was on a train, obviously, and I was like, yes, trains, that's funnier. They don't get hit by trains. Matt, creative place thing?
The shower? I mean, it sounds like one of those things, it's just the shower or the bus. I mean, I do the buses and the train a lot, but it's one of those things where I have nothing but thinking time, so I will just switch off and just go and go.
In the shower, you have nothing but thinking time.
Yes.
And other ing time as well. Washing time.
Really thorough washing.
Yeah, cleaning my dirty mind. It's just one of the things, is like you kind of blank out and then I'm usually there and go, a submarine with an elephant as the captain. Brilliant! Great! And then I'll look back at it and go, no, that was terrible.
And then you'll hold up your shower toy, which is a submarine, and be like, wait a minute, I know.
And the elephant!
Yeah. And the elephant in this room, I'm just ripping off things I'm seeing. Yes, more thoughts and questions and things. Oh no. Okay, thank God. Yes!
What's your favourite Edgeworld cartoon?
Mine's still.
Sorry.
Mine personally was Tom Thinks, because he's thinking, is still 25 feet under the sea. It's one of the few animations I think I could noticeably see Ed's animation getting much better. And I thought the script was fun. It was enjoyable.
I mean, personally, I hate 25 Feet Under the Sea.
Whoa!
Simply because of the way the character of Torn is written out of the show, which just, he gets in a car and drives away. And that led to, I don't know how many years it's been now, maybe like 5 years now of just people like asking us where this character went, when is he coming back and stuff.
He's not been in it for a very long time.
He's not been in it for like 5 years, but people don't seem to care about that. I think my favorite episode of Edgeworld is maybe Movie Makers, just because it's kind of like the first episode that I really properly is so me and like so headed up by me. I wrote Spares as well, but yeah, I like that episode because like one day I really want to make a show which is basically just Movie Makers the show, and it's just new characters just making things and being weird. Yes, it's called Crash Zoom. One day hopefully it will exist. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes, Matt.
Tell us about Crash Zoom.
Okay. Thanks, Matt. So I have a web series called Crash Zoom, which this is stage. Yes, we can make and take our own questions. Yeah, so I have this web series called Crash Zoom, which I'm working really, really hard to make. It was the first pilot script was written 2.5 years ago now, and it just every time I'd hire an animator, it would get made, and then it would fall apart. And it got close to being done, and then I lost all of the like data and stuff when I lost my bag, which is always a thing you should do. And I'm now working on the show again. So there's this show about these couple guys and a little girl, and they just make content. So they make like a webtoon, and it's very meta. It's very just like, this is my life, the cartoon, except with more explosions and yelling and less awkward pauses. And hopefully it will exist. I'm doing good tests with the animator right now, so things might happen. So Crash Zoom, it's a thing, but I can't promise it anymore because everything always goes wrong. Again, hello.
Hello, I like questions. First of all, why aren't the University of Lincoln adverts the actual adverts for the University of Lincoln? And also, would you, since you did a course on, you did do a film course, didn't you? Would you say, how much would you say that that's actually helped you in what you do now, or would you say a lot of it just comes from trial and error?
Okay, I'll take that second question. You'll have to remind me what that question is after I answer the first question again, because I will forget it, because I'm rubbish and my brain is like a sponge which is always being squeezed. So in case you know, I went to the University of Lincoln where I put, and in my last year I was sitting in a lecture just bored out of my mind. For some reason the lecturer was talking about planes, nothing to do with the course, and I just thought, wouldn't it be funny if I made some adverts for the uni and pretended they were banned and they just were so stupid and over the top and they had dinosaurs and explosions and fire and zombies. And then I made them, and it almost got me kicked out of uni in the last couple months, which would have been fantastic. But it all kind of worked out, and yeah, the reason they don't make them as the actual proper adverts is because no one would go to the uni. Like the whole them being banned is fun and edgy, but if you put them on TV, you put oh, this uni has zombies and you shoot them. I think, yeah, the parents, because ultimately it's parents typically paying for and organising people going to uni, and they'd be like, haha, you're not going there. No. So I'm fine with them being online, but your second question though.
I would say, how much would you say your education has helped you with the films you make now, or would you say it's more trial and error that's helped you get to where you are?
Yeah, so how much has my education helped me with where I am right now? I mean, not massively, things I have obviously learned things that have been very helpful to me, but mostly I think I learned a lot of the stuff from just doing it and being passionate about it. I mean, where any situation you go into, it's the passionate people that do well. hopefully, and they also find each other. You will all group together. If you are passionate and there are other passionate people, you will find each other and you will make things together. And you make people film babies, or regular babies, if you're just generally passionate and stupid. Wear protection, kids.
Gloves.
Safety goggles. So obviously I have learned things, but mostly it's about being interested in something and doing it, and not doing it, but doing things and finding the other people who do stuff is good. Matt, do you have anything to say on this topic?
What's the topic?
Has your education helped you with where you are now?
I have an animation degree. So no.
When was the last time you made an animation?
I'm working on one. But yeah, it's not one of these like it doesn't help me because I'm not going towards that. So make sure if you do pick a course, make sure it's going to be something that you learn from. If you know everything already about the course, don't do it.
I mean,
but you get a lot of fun, drinking and so on and so on and so on. Experiences.
I mean, sometimes it's good to do a course you know a lot about because you'll just rock the house and get a really good mark. Question marks is the thing with the Riddler wears a lot of them. Anyone got any of those? Again, hello.
What do you think you're going to be known most for in the future?
What I hope I'm known most for in the future is just inspiring other people to do things in the same way that I constantly live by, just happy that I was inspired by some stupid cartoon. I hope that my stupid stuff inspires other people, and I hope that people remember me as an inspiration. What?
TomSKA told me to do it. Is that what you want to be remembered for?
Yes! Yes, and hopefully, that's for one thing I'm very careful when I write my content, that I avoid things that children would imitate.
I like trains!
Yeah. Well, I have rewritten, some of the worst jokes in Astor's movie are the ones that were originally way more, risque, but since seeing YouTube videos where kids reenact things from Astor's movie, and these kids are 3 years old, and that's crazy. I've been very careful. There was originally one joke which was there was one joke where someone was I wonder if my baby can fly, and he just threw his baby off screen. And there's a pause. He's nope. And that made me laugh, and I thought that was funny. But then I realized all it takes is one kid to pick up his baby brother or something and go I wonder if my baby can fly. Oh, and that's my legacy. I made a kid throw a baby and kill it. So I hope you remember it as an inspiration and not as a baby killer. Basically, yes. Is your hand up, or are you just okay, good.
What's your 50th anniversary? Are you looking forward to Doctor Who?
Say that again.
The 50th anniversary of Doctor Who is coming up this year. Are you looking forward to the activity?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not massively excited about the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. I have my grievances with it as a piece of writing material. It's a bit daft, but ultimately I totally get people who like it. That's fine.
Moffat's ruined it, to be fair.
I mean, that's maybe.
Yes, I much prefer Russell T.
David.
Russell T. Joe Davis, yes. Holy shit, this just got way intense. So the rule now is to talk a lot closer to the microphone. I could solo over that. What are they playing something in there? Like a game? What's happening?
Salmon Shootout.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, they're coming down. Okay, anyway, sorry, yes, so more questions and things and stuff. Yes!
Out of all the people you've had the grace to work with, i.e. Jack and Dean, Ben, Jenny, and the quite pretty famous ones, i.e. Weevil and Bob, who has been your favourite to work with and who has been just an annoyance?
Because out of all the people I've ever worked with, awesome and cool, who's been my favourite to work with and who has been my least favourite to work with? Oh boy, slander. I think by far my favourite person to currently be around and work with is a guy called Dom Farah. He makes, you may know who he is, he makes a laser collection and a few other things, and he's just so naturally funny. He will just improvise anything like that. We were doing we were at a convention a couple weeks ago, and he was dancing, and I just said, you know, you've just time traveled. You don't know when you are, but you don't need to know about it. So he just keeps dancing, and he's just like, when are we? Okay. And he's amazing. I love working with him, and everything he does is good, and I want him in a lot more videos. The worst person to work with? I looked at you while saying that. It doesn't mean you. I mean, you were pretty whingy on a couple shoots. But ultimately, you're a cool guy. What's that? Was that a middle finger? But there have been some people that have been a bit of a nightmare to work with. I mean, not a nightmare. Like I tried to work with Raptor, and I tried to get him to do some voices for me for a sketch that was for Asta's movie that I toned down massively to a mugging joke. But it was a lot worse. But I got him to do the lines for it, and like it took him up until the release date to get me the lines, and then the lines weren't the way I wanted them. But I just didn't have time to get them differently. But I didn't want to waste like having Raptor in my video, so I put him in. It's like my least favorite part of the video. He was like, no, you're getting mugged. I hate it. But yeah, so he wasn't the worst, but that was kind of a frustrating experience. Matt, do you have a worst person you've ever worked with? Me? Oh, that's nice. No. I can take it back.
No, not really.
Matt loves everybody! Yay! Hooray for Matt!
The Jews.
I won't repeat that to the microphone. So, questions?
On a similar note, who's the hottest person you've ever worked with?
I will get there. Hottest person I've ever worked with? Not you, Matt. Sorry. There have been some pretty ridiculously fine people that have walked through my life. I'm not sure though. I'm kind of. Who are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm just thinking like who are you talking about?
I mean, Hazel's pretty fine. I mean, she's pretty good. I like Hazel. She's Irish. That helps a lot. Anyone Irish here? Oh.
Anyone just ish?
They're all at the bar.
Match. Okay. You sir. Okay, have I made any content that I instantly regretted but turned out good? Or something? I made content that I instantly regretted that turned out as bad as I feared it would be. Namely a video called Two Canadians on a Plane, and or Pinned Down. I hate both of them with a passion. But anything I thought was going to be bad that turned out to be good? No, I hope, shut up, I hope Asta movie would be good. No, luckily my Spidey sense has been pretty faithful when it said this is going to be good and this is going to be bad. It's mostly just been wrong in the other direction. It's been like, this is a good idea. No, it's not. Well, yeah, I've rarely done something like, this sucks. I mean, there have been videos I've shot that sucked, and then editing completely saved them. So those exist. Yeah, there's been things I've lost complete faith on, but came back from the brink. I think like Salmon Shootout, like in the edit, I was terrified that wasn't going to work out. And Holy Shit Cats as well. But I was also massively afraid that Asta Movie 2 was going to be a huge flop. But it's now the most popular one, which was nice. Yeah, it needed a flop. So I waited 4 extra movies before I got one in. Matt, anything that you made that you were afraid that would do really bad, but then did really bad?
Everything, really, everything. But it's one of those things. Is like I see a lot of groups of like friends who make videos and so on, and you know exactly what their strengths are. But I know within our group of friends who to kind of go to and go, there's something wrong with this video. I can't see what it is. Can you tell me what it is? Because I know there's something, but I can't see it. And they'll go, well, the lighting's a bit off. And it's like, yes, I know it. That's it. And so there's so many people that I can just kind of go to and talk to and work out why something isn't quite as good as it should be. And if something does suck, then I have no problem with just not releasing it because I have a lot of edited, unreleased videos.
I'm not one of those people that Matt ever comes to. He hates every opinion I ever have.
You don't like my opinion?
Yeah, they are rubbish. Questions again. Ooh, the hat.
Where do you see yourselves in 5 years? And you might
where do I see myself in 5? Well, first of all, maybe. Secondly, where do I see myself in 5 years? Well, I don't know where things are going to be in 5 years because like maybe a few years ago I'd be like, oh, maybe working in television or something. But now, as YouTube is becoming this bigger thing and it's taking over other, like it's just kind of taking over the world in a way. I kind of hope I'm still working on YouTube, but I'm still just really good at doing that and better at doing that. But whatever YouTube grows into, I don't think it'll just be a thing on the computer forever. I think it will grow and change into something else. Hopefully doing that. But Matt, 5 years?
I'll be on my hoverboard, cruising down to my small independent production house where we make television series. With a lot of reliable people I know, whether it be my own work or people that I genuinely think have a lot of talent. And ordering the right engagement ring.
But 5 years from now,
she gave me a deadline.
That's a good reason for marriage. Okay, more amazing questions that are good. Hold on, I'm going to get you, sir. Can you say that a little louder?
Would you work with the Geek Show people? Anyone that was on talking with you now and go?
I would have to
Dodger, Jesse.
Yeah, better familiarize myself with everyone's work.
Dodger's awesome.
She seemed pretty cool.
Hands up, who likes Dodger?
He has a nice rack.
It's always
that
always
too.
Good. Yeah, that's nice.
I'm quite tall, so maybe we can take a match.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of people in the gaming community that would like to work with me. Just, I know very little. That's why it's kind of very strange to be at this con. While I do love playing video games, I'm not big in the gaming community specifically. But yes, I would totally work with someone. It's just if we had something that we could offer each other. Like the reason I don't do gaming content, for example, like one of the main reasons is that I'm not very good off the cuff. Like I said, I'm not creative when I play a video game. It kind of just like saps all my energy. So I'm not very funny.
You don't talk when you play a video game.
Yeah, I don't.
Just do this.
Yeah, I kind of just hate my way through it. Even if I like it, I'm just like, I'm going to kill everything.
GTA is the only time I've ever seen you happy with the game.
I love Grand Theft Auto. I love it. If 5 had come out, I wouldn't be here. I'd be playing that right now all the time.
You know when it comes out?
September 17th. You don't get to play it. It's your girlfriend's birthday. Break up with her.
No, it's just that she won't get to see me on her birthday.
Oh, okay. Good choice. Hello again.
Yeah, if there was a zombie apocalypse, who would you bring if not each other? And where would you go?
Honestly, I wouldn't bring too many people with me in an event of the zombie apocalypse. I guess I'm one of those people that's like, yeah, they're gonna die, or they're gonna weigh me down, and they're gonna have a little moral crisis. So I think ultimately my coldest friends, I think.
Dead ones.
Yeah. I'll bring all the zombies. No, my friend Bing, he's pretty mechanical in his thinking, so I might bring him, but he might screw me over and be like, oh no!
I was trying to get with this hot zombie chick.
Now the zombies are eating you. That's real bad. Sorry, buddy. So yeah, I think ultimately I'd go it alone. I'd also bring all my airsoft guns with me, because then I can pretend they're real guns if I encountered a real human that was like, oh, give me a stuff. And I'm like, and if I had real friends, they'd be like, but Tom, that's a BB gun. I'm like, shut up. So yeah, no friends. They ruin everything in the event of a zombie apocalypse. Or they make a good snack in the event of you turning into a zombie. I would come with them, basically, if I was a zombie. I'd follow them. I'm a driven man. More questions? Oh, sorry, Matt, yes. You have feelings.
So what would I do in the event of a zombie apocalypse? I'm actually going to try and cover this in a video. I'm going to talk in with people. It's the first time I'm going to actually do a proper talk. I'm going to have 4 people here and people there and have a proper talk about it. But really, it's about where I'm going to be at what time of day. So give me a time of day and, I don't know, a day. Any day of the week. So give me any day of the week and I'll tell you what I'd do. 5 in the morning, where? I mean, what day?
11th, 12th, 2030.
I meant day of the week, not specific.
That's pretty close to Christmas.
On your way home, Frank.
No, I mean like Monday, Tuesday.
Nothing happens on a Tuesday.
Exactly, okay. Tuesday I'm actually at home, so I'd be doing nothing. So Tuesday, where would I go? Closest place, unfortunately, would probably be the pub. Because I actually know my way around it because I used to work in it. There's a shop right next to me. I'd probably have to barricade the house. I'd tear down the stairs somehow. keeping myself logged in as best I could. And I have no friends in the area, so I'd be screwed. Best case scenario, I don't know, if anyone had anything, I'd try and find a mall. Mall you have probably access to pretty much everything. Try and find one that has gardening equipment, then you can probably put soil on the roof, maybe grow crops, but there's no how long you're going to be there. Okay, this could be a long haul. And I'd probably take Jamie. Jamie has a death wish. I mean, well, not in the sense that, it's like, he probably wouldn't care about much.
I'm sorry, but going to a mall is a terrible idea because that's everyone's go-to plan. Like, everyone's going to be there. It's just going to be like, hey guys, wasn't this a clever idea of us? Who do we eat first?
I wouldn't say you stay there.
Well, yeah, okay, but you said you go on the roof and grow crops. That sounds pretty long-term.
My work has my work has a mall right next to them. So we go to the first thing you do you attack the restaurants. Restaurants have actually.
Okay, I'm afraid this is going to go on way too long.
Yeah, see, this is what I mean. I'm going to make a video.
Yeah, it's a big. Zombies are a big topic. More questions though. It's from people who haven't asked questions. At the hand waving in the back, maybe. Yes, hello again. Oh, yeah, hello again.
Oh. What's your most embarrassing moment that you would like to share?
Most embarrassing moment. When I was about 12 years old, I went up on stage at the school talent show, and I tried to be funny. I tried to do because I was for some reason booked to play the drums on stage, and I was really bad at playing the drums. So I was like, I can totally just make up a joke here, and that'll be fine. And I tried to do a joke, and it tanked, and all the parents and teachers and other kids just didn't find it funny, and I just ran away and cried. And that was the last time I ever tried to perform on stage. This is as stagey as it's gonna get. And I can't perform in public now. That's just my biggest fear. You ask embarrassing stories, you're gonna just get sad things from me, I think. I haven't pooped myself in public, so I can't make everyone happy with that. I haven't pooped my.
You're a baby once. I'm sure you have.
We're not going to talk about that. Again, hello. No, God, Matt. Yeah, you're embarrassing.
Most embarrassing thing in public. Shit. People saw me having sex. I was at a music festival tent. There, that's probably embarrassing.
You're doing it well. You're doing it well, it's alright, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't the first time. So
That's not answering the question.
It wasn't the first time they saw you. You are careless. Is that your thing?
yeah, reverse voyeurism.
Look at me.
Bigger crowd, more! This is the perfect room.
Were you on the stage?
No!
Matt pitches a tent. Yes.
How would you survive a girlfriend attack?
A what?
A fangirl attack.
Fangirl attack. Big laser beam. No, fangirl attack. I think I just start throwing punches. I can kind of fend myself off. And if they were properly trying to rip out my hair, I'd be like, sorry, I have to hit you in the face now. Elbows are incredibly dangerous. They're great. They're probably not going to be that high, so we're but we'll see. We'll see. Fangirl attack, Matt? In 10 words or less?
Hey, look, there's TomSKA.
I mean, I don't draw in many fangirls. They'd be like, oh, look, Jack and Dean! And then, oh no, Dan and Phil, or anyone. Someone's gonna die.
Whatever the kids like these days.
Someone's gonna. It's gonna be an end of game of passing the buck until you have an ant death spiral of fangirls.
You get to Tommy Wiseau. Hello!
And then he kills them. Any questions over here? Out of curiosity? No? Okay. You had one. Oh, and then.
Wait, I think this gentleman here.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. So, 1.
He's been training, so maybe him.
Maybe me. Matt's probably gonna be quicker because he's
slimmer.
Slimmer, yeah. But I might be able to hit him quite hard.
I've never.
It depends who gets the first punch in, really.
I've never actually physically hit someone. Out of anger.
We're pretty new to fighting, so.
I've never really punched anyone properly, so I probably have a lot of pent-up rage. I might back myself. Although, like I said, he's been going with a trainer, although he's slacked off recently, so maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. 2.
Are you like actively airsofting?
Yes. Oh, we should go on August.
I'm not very active in airsoft, but I hope to plan. I hope to start. I mean, there's a fella who's becoming friends with us recently that's really trying to get me to go with him. So I may do so. Yes, maybe, I'm not sure. And yes. Okay, so how many ideas do I get for each Asta movie, and then how many actually don't go in? For Asta movie 6, I think it was the most out of all of them. I had 30 ideas, and only about 15, 16 of them went in. But yeah, I think typically I won't even think about making one until I've got 20 ideas, and then yeah, I will just. I mean, typically I'll start and I'll like 5 of them, and then that's when the doubt sets in. You're like, these ideas all suck. And then you'll record one, you'll get it animated. I won't like it, but then I'll figure out what would have made it funnier. An Asta movie is better the more time I spend staring at it. So the ones that I've rushed out are the ones that that have the worst jokes in them. But yeah, so I think on average I'll make about these days I'll make about twice as many jokes as I'll actually use. But then those jokes that I don't use may still end up in it or in something else. You pretty much see every joke that I write eventually, just not necessarily in the thing it was written for. But yeah, I have a thing called a project bank where I write down every idea I have, even individual lines of dialogue that I'm not sure where they go yet. I write everything down so that it all will find a home eventually. If I think it's clever, it will live one day. Eventually, maybe. We'll see. More thoughts. Oh God, no. Oh, yeah. Whoa, sorry, I didn't even. Hey. Favorite sandwich. Anything really spicy. I'm a big fan of chicken and bacon. So chicken, bacon, jalapenos. Let's put some hot sauce in there. I mean that's a pretty good start. You can throw some more things in.
Sorry, I need to butt in here. Meatball salad. I think so. Yeah?
How do you approve?
Meatballs are just difficult when in a sandwich because they want to go and you're like, oh no! And that's, they're clearly not made to be in a sandwich. They're made to go in your mouth, and just be chewed. You're not supposed to.
You put the balls in your mouth.
Put the balls in your mouth. If it was they make meat, the same kind of meat is in a flat form that fits in a sandwich. That's what it's there for.
Burger.
Meatballs. Question time. Come on, grab your friends. You had one. Do you not want to ask it now? You okay? Hello again.
Do you think there could ever be a kind of romance between you two?
It's a.
I'm a violent drunk.
It's a relationship that seems to be quite based on grating against each other.
I think maybe we just need to fuck.
Maybe we should get out of the way, but we gradually connect if we spend too much time together.
Wait, would you want to watch? So maybe we could put it on YouTube.
Maybe. The less time me and Matt spend together, the less we like each other, it seems. So,
Wait, what, the less time we spend together?
Yeah, if the more infrequently we see each other, the more immediately we're at each other's throats. But if we spend a whole con together, we may walk away from this. We may walk away from this on speaking terms, and then we'll go to the pub a couple weeks later, and they'll be like, "Yo, shut up, Matt," and you'll be like, "Hey, you Tom, you're not my real dad." I'll be like, "I had your mum," and that'll be awkward.
Yeah, we get on really well when we're just, actually hanging out. I think everyone with their friends "Oh, Dick, he never calls me." Why does he never call me?
I think a big thing with me and Matt is that we're both, the class clown, and we clash when we're in a social setting. So when we're both striving to be the funniest person in the room, that's when things kind of fall apart.
Well, it's easy because I'm never the funniest person in the room.
And that's why he hates me. Oh God, I'm gonna go with the fellow behind you first. Why don't I have eyes in Edgewald? Oh my goodness. So there is a reason between as to why I don't have eyes yet, but I'm not revealing it yet. But it will be coming out hopefully within the next 4 episodes. Maybe I don't think a whole episode will ever be dedicated to it, but there'll be an answer within a year or so. That much I can say is true. So get excited. The reason why has always been the same. It's just Ed was never willing to tell get into it. He was always like, no, the character doesn't have any eyes. I'm like, you shut up. He has black eyes, and it's like, nah, he has no eyes, which really screws up my canon of things. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was awful. So, yes.
In reference to the theme song that you just half sung there, I assume you like Adventure Time.
Mm-hmm.
This is a question to both of you. What do you feel is the most messed up thing they've got away with in Adventure Time?
I mean,
hang on. How many people are watching it? We don't want to go into spoilers, surely.
I mean, I'll try not to spoil anything, but so has everyone seen, if anyone here is a massive Adventure Time, they may have seen the leaked episode, A Glitch is a Glitch already? Has anyone seen that? Put your hands up. Okay, great. So no one's really seen it. So that's like the most messed up stuff they've ever done. Because it's David O'Reilly, who is this amazing animator, who is absolutely insane. Like, if anyone played Saints Row 3, he did like all the Dr. Genki kind of stuff. Like that was like so he like does the promotional like footage for that, and he's this amazing 3D animator. But he like wrote, animated, directed, did everything for an entire episode of Adventure Time, and it's so messed up. Like, because we know that we appreciate the show, but to an actual child, it's going to be fucking terrifying and confusing. I mean, there's this one bit where a girl is deep throating her own hair, and it's like, what?
I'm sure that's just part of an old animation he's done as well.
No, he did it specifically for that, I think.
No, I'm sure it's in the external world.
Maybe, but it's weird. It's weird and it's terrifying, and like David O'Reilly slips into the background of this episode a scene from another thing he did, wherein a girl slits her wrist in a bathtub, and he puts that bathroom in this episode of Adventure Time. And it's,
whilst a really happy guy, like
happy guy.
Girls, just cleaning stuff in the shower whilst he's like, yeah.
Well, this girl in the bathtub is bleeding to death, and it's like, fuck. So find the glitch is a glitch. When it legally comes out, you can buy it in 3 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
But until then, watch The External World. Brilliant, if you haven't already seen it.
Yes, watch The External World by David O'Reilly. It's amazing, and it will break you. Good sir.
What's your favourite episode of Bravest Warriors?
Favorite episode of Bravest Warriors? I think I think it has to be the one with the horse, because I think it's amazing. Everyone here watch Bravest Warriors? If you don't, you're stupid. It's on YouTube. It's by Pendleton Ward, the guy who makes Adventure Time, and it's absolutely phenomenal. And you can just get it on YouTube, and it's great, and it's just insane. And it's like a little more adult than Adventure Time. And yes, there's a horse in it that is paralyzed because he can see the universe. And I love it. I love it so much. So yes. I can't remember if that's episode 10 or 9 or 12 or 11 even. But hey.
I still like the episode with the pastels, and they keep going back in, and then even by the end, there's still the other pastels. Like, oh, it just first starts grinding. It's brilliant. Though I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's a good show. Actually, I need to check how much time we have. I really hate the idea of being 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Sweet. Okay. Let's take another question because we can. Ha 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 ha. Where did we? Oh God, no! How did you get 2 minutes out of 5:17? I swear this ends at 5. Are we stealing someone else's slot? We totally are.
This is going to be a screening room.
I guess. Okay. Let me know when we need to get out of this room. I mean, hey. Okay. Let's just take a couple. Let's just take a couple more questions, and then I'll just be wandering around, and I can say hello to people and stuff, and that'll be good. And so can Matt. Again, hello.
No, I'm going to the toilet.
And he's never coming back.
I would absolutely love a cream egg. That would be wonderful.
And you're never coming back.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Myself a bathtub and just.
Matt, you want a friggin' cream egg or not?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Like I saw that basket, and I was like, I really hope I get a cream egg out of this.
I didn't see the cream eggs in it. I just saw a basket.
Yeah.
These are the only things that really hurt my teeth.
Okay.
I love them.
Okay. One more question. So let's make it a good one. Who's got a good? Oh God, you guys are so passionate. Okay, I'm gonna let both of you go just because you've asked so many and you just love doing it. One sec, hold on. We got to bounce? Okay. That was the last question, so you get it. Guys, stop being fucking chivalrous. Okay, fine. 2 questions. Go.
Right, if you clone yourself and have sex in a club, is it incest or masturbation?
It's gay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's.
It's a subject of many and
I mean, it's gay. It's a separate person, and I guess it's closer to incest
It's a
than
subject of
masturbation.
one of your own videos.
Sorry, the question was if I cloned myself and had sex with myself, is it incest or masturbation? I think it's just gay.
Incest isn't really a point because incest is only the matter of fact that when you have, when you reproduce, really that's the problem. So, because you create diluted gene pools. So if it's yourself, you can't give birth to yourself, you can't impregnate yourself, can you? Really, if it's a clone. So no, it's fine. It's just you don't talk about it.
Ooh, good. And last question.
Best and funniest moment of your life.
Good God, that is an open question. Best and most funniest moment in your life. Dear God. That's too big. Like, you can't, like... I wish I'd quantified that when it happened, but like, this is the most funniest moment of my life. I do remember one time thinking, Tom, remember this because it's the best thing ever, and that was when I was playing Halo 3 back in like 2007 or 8, with a massive sound system set up. Just blasting it at full volume. We're playing Shoddy Snipers on Valhalla, and I was playing with my friend Bing, and we're playing at full volume, and I was having so much fun that I burned it into my memory. I said, remember this, because you have never had this much fun. So like, I can say that one, I did commit that one to memory. Matt?
Also a gaming memory, how adequate, because we're at Gemucon. Apt. What did I say?
Adequate.
I meant that. So, it's been a long week, okay? But anyway, it was my last day, my last night, in fact, at university before I had to move home. They had all my stuff in this big van that my friend had borrowed from his dad, and one of the things that we used to do was we'd play video games up until 6 a.m. So we decided to do this again, except we got like 4 of us, and we got 2 TVs back to back. We did 2-player, we did 4-player, Call of Duty, only throwing knives. Up to 300 points.
Oh God.
I was 299. I was so close. Because the thing is, it was this just random Canadian guy entered the game online and beat me. I was so annoyed. Everyone else, like my friends, were like 100 points below me. But it was one of the best times I've ever had because it was regurgitating other fun moments that we decided. I don't know. It was weird. It was weird to cater a good moment because it worked. It was fun.
Okay, guys, I want to thank you all for coming so much. I'm sorry that we've been taking time out of another panel.
You're due to start.
Yes,
Okay.
you'll need it.
Oh, really? Okay, but yeah, sorry, this panel didn't have like the most structure ever. But if you want, like, I'm around pretty much all weekend, so come up, say hi, ask a question if you want to. I have another panel.
How to YouTube.
How to YouTube. When is that one?
Check the schedule.
I don't know when it is in the schedule.
Sunday at morning.
Sunday at morning. Apparently, I have a panel on how to YouTube, which
One that you block it.
11.
Yeah.
Apparently 11.
11 here.
Okay.
Be here at 11 and we'll be very impressed. Saturday's
Nursing
gonna be...
your Saturday hangover. I'll be like blah blah blah.
I'll be nursing my hangover.
So guys, thank you very much, and I will see you at this con that we're at. It's Gemucon. That's where we are right now. Thank you.